Hi, I'm Noah Bombard, and here's what's happening in the ET Newsroom Tuesday, September 14th, primary day. Well, here at the Eagle-Tribune, we've had staff out at the polls throughout the morning, canvassing the turnout out there. There wasn't a huge turnout expected for this primary election, and most city and town clerks are reporting a low to moderate turnout, which is pretty much what we expected to see out there. Now, the upside to that, of course, is that you've got an easy in and out. There really isn't much of a line at any of these polls. You can show up and be in and out of there in a couple minutes. Now, ironically, in addition to not having a huge turnout at the polls, there was also very few sign wielders at some of these locations. I was out at the Timony School earlier today in Methuen, and actually there were 2 people holding signs when I got there. By the time I left, there was no one left there. So that usual image you see of all of those supporters standing at the entrance with the signs, you're not going to find there. You will, however, find donuts. Now, while I was at Methuen, I actually talked to City Clerk Christine Tuma Conway, who had this to say about today's primary.
I don't think it's going to be a very high turnout, although there are some races that have contests even within the parties. I think that they're not big contests, and they're not. Most of the people don't live here in Methuen in the contested races, so that all bodes for a very slow day.
So what is actually bringing voters out, aside from a sense of civic responsibility? Our own Bill Kirk was canvassing some of the polling locations in Lawrence today and found quite a number of people who said they would come out basically to vote on the Republican ballot. Many of them who weren't even Republicans, saying that they chose that ballot. First of all, there were some choices on there, particularly in the 5th congressional race, but also because they were seeking change. They said they were kind of fed up with the way things were working in the state, and they wanted to move the state in a different direction. So change, as it was in the last election, seems to be again the reoccurring key word. Well, Bill will have an update on some of the stuff he found while he was out there canvassing the polls. That'll be up online midday here. And of course, the key part of today will be right after the polls close, and they're scheduled to close at 8 p.m. We'll be updating the results as they come in. We expect to have most, if not all, the results in by 9 p.m. Now, we'll be updating those directly on the web and sending out links on Twitter and Facebook, so you can follow us there as well. We do have staff members placed at these city halls and polling locations that will get us the numbers as soon as they come in. So we'll have that information to you pretty quickly after the polls close. Well, just a reminder, if you haven't gotten out to the polls yet, you've still got a chance to vote. You've got till 8 p.m. tonight. And as always, you can find all this content and a lot more at eagletribune.com right now.